I want you to start thinking of your career as almost like a bank account. So let's talk about how to build career capital. I'm going to take this with me. Let's talk about how to build career capital. So I had to travel for work recently. I guess it really wasn't for work, it was like work adjacent. So, but it was something that I was doing to build my career capital. So basically, career capital, for those of you that don't know, or if you haven't heard that term before, it's like skills, knowledge, connections, things that you accumulate or use to like leverage and advance your career. So it's basically stuff that makes you look better. It helps build your reputation as a professional of whatever your field might be. So I was explaining this to my kids because, it's hard when I travel. It's hard being away, right? It's hard being away from them and doing things. And it's trying to explain to children about building a career. But I was explaining to them that it was part of building my career and making myself be more of an expert in my field. So whatever this applies to any field that you guys are in. It's things that are going to pay dividends for you later on, right? Whether that is, getting a new job, getting a promotion. So let's talk about 3 ways that you can build your career capital. So you can speak at conferences in your field. Oftentimes there's literally just a submission of just like, hey, do you have a good idea? Here's our upcoming conference. You'll have to keep tabs on the ones that are in your field, find one that's coming up, and just submit an interesting topic. Give it an interesting title. That's what worked for me. I put advanced in front of my first topic, and for whatever reason the advanced part really sold people. I'm like, oh well, this will be better than whatever regular version. And that's kind of what kicked off a lot of things for me. Maybe you start a podcast, just start talking about whatever you're good at in your field. You can, number 2, you can write a blog post, make video content, whatever your creative outlet might be. If you're better at writing, then write. If you're better at doing video or making posts on Twitter or pictures or whatever you're good at or whatever you like to do, start doing that. Post little snippets. It doesn't have to be anything super crazy long. It can be short, sweet. Get it out there. But just, it's getting you out there associated with the content, right? Okay, the third thing is do things that get you recognized in your field. So whether that's getting on the news, winning an award, do something that gains you some sort of notoriety, and then you take that and you leverage it. And you start to build on whatever that is that you're getting recognized for. So maybe there's a particular topic that you do really, really well that you start to teach other people on. Use that topic to start building you as the expert in whatever. So that way when friends, colleagues, whoever is wanting to learn your specific topic, bingo. Oh, talk to Kevin. He's really good at this. Like I said, what worked for me was starting to speak at conferences. And the first one, yeah, I just threw my hat in the ring and was like, oh boy, it would be crazy if I got this. And then I did, and it was like, oh no, I actually got this. Now what? So I made a presentation. It went bananas. It went really, really well. And so they asked me to do it the second day. I did it the second day. And then after that second presentation, I got approached to start teaching. And now I teach all over the country on this exact topic in my field. So whenever I'm not at my day job, I'm doing something that is building my reputation, right? So everything that I do feeds into itself. So I wanted to get better at talking at camera because I had a news interview and I was like, I don't love this, didn't feel natural to me, and I wanted to practice that. I wanted to practice teaching and speaking and just generally being able to explain concepts or break them down into easier bite-sized chunks for people. I started doing this, and believe me, there's a lot of videos that have not even made it to the channel because they just suck. But they're practice for me. That's what I'm doing. I'm always working to improve. So my day job helps now fuel my teaching material. My teaching material also kind of feeds into, well, now I'm practicing on YouTube and making content, and my business feeds into my YouTube channel because it also supplies content, and that supplies motivation to keep working on my business. Now I've created this cycle of practicing and getting better, and now I'm getting a better reputation for being good. This is my career capital. This is things that you're making those deposits into that bank of your career, and now you have this thing that you're known for. So it's all a carefully designed life where everything I do supports everything else. And that's probably a broader topic for another video, but we'll get into that later on in the channel of how everything kind of helps each other. But everything I do feeds back into itself, right? I have a day job. I've gotten pretty good at the day job. That led me to do this presentation, which led me to want to be a better public speaker, which then led me to YouTube to practice being a better teacher and a better public speaker. And then that feeds into itself, and I'm getting better at teaching. Therefore, I'm getting better at when you teach something, you really learn something a lot more deeply than you would if you were to just kind of read it in a book, or if you were to just practice it once or twice. If you learn something in a way that you can go and take it and teach it to others, leaps and bounds ahead of where you would be. So anyway, to start wrapping up, I want you to start thinking of your career as almost like a bank account where you're depositing things that build your balance, right? You're building your career capital up. You're doing things that pay dividends later. So that way you have a good reputation in your field. You have things that you do that make you look better. Frankly, that's the easiest way, that give you a bigger footprint in whatever field that you're in. If you like this video, if you like this content, I know it's a little bit clunky, but it's one of those that I wanted to get it out there. I was trying to explain it to the kids about, this is why I'm doing some of the things that I'm doing, because nobody actually teaches you about how to build a good career, right? It's one thing to just be good at your job. It's one thing to just go in, day out, do your work, go home, and that's it. It's another level where you have built a career and you've improved so much that people are coming to you because they are wanting to emulate what you have done, right? They want to improve themselves based on what you have done. They're coming to you for advice. You want to be the person that they're seeking advice from. So if you like this content, please like, subscribe. It's free. It's free. It costs you nothing. And sometimes if you just say something a whole bunch of times, maybe people will do it. Please. I'd love to just hit, double-digit subscribers. That would be awesome. That could be you. You can do it. I might start asking at the beginning of the videos. That might be a good idea. I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to start asking at the beginning of a video to like and subscribe. Or just subscribe. Please. Sometimes if you ask people more than once in a video to do something, they will. Alright, anyway. I don't know where the video is for other stuff on my channel. Please look at it. Please. Thank you. All right, have a good day. Go be productive. Go do something to help further your career. All right? Bye.